G'day mates, my name is Steve and welcome to today's video where today we are talking about Fortnite. No, we're not talking about whether Fortnite is growing in popularity or it's dying quickly or none of that nonsense. No. I'm here to explain a theory about games like Fortnite, and no, I'm not talking about the Battle Royale genre. No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about how these sort of games get this insanely popular. I'll call this the generation theory. So a game becomes mainstream for a certain amount of time. Do know I'm not referring to generations as in millennials, iGens, baby boomers. No, I'm talking about like a smaller period of times that these games are mainstream for. I think the best way to describe it is where Fortnite is at the moment. So Fortnite at the moment is the second generation. Now you may be thinking, wait, what? Why is it not the first generation? The reason why it's not the first generation is because Minecraft is. I'll have to explain how it sort of works, how this theory works in each generation. Let's talk about Minecraft, how Minecraft sort of worked in its generation. So between the period, 2010, 2011, it was talked about and then shown to each other word of mouth. And then YouTube videos started getting made by the Oxcasts and a few others here and there. And then 2012 came along and then it started to increase in numbers rapidly. So 2013 was probably about its peak. And then 2014 getting merch out there. 2015 still going strong, still going powerful. And it's only in the past few years, so like 2015, 2016, 2017, that it's sort of to cool off a bit. Beginning of 2017 to the end of 2017 where it was just a gap. There was nothing really to replace that. And then Fortnite came along. Now you may say that PUBG sort of filled in this gap here and got people thinking of this game mode, if you will. But PUBG didn't really take that next generation because it was a high functioning game. And I'm not here to talk about what's better, Fortnite or PUBG. They're both good games. As I said, back to the generation theory. Any games that you played could have taken this little sliver of time between sort of when Minecraft sort of like dialed down a bit and now it's just the dedicated fans towards that game. So the thing is, this sliver of time is like, okay, what's going to be taking, it's sort of like a selection period of what's being gambled, what's being tried out, what's going to be the next big thing. Fortnite comes around with, now Fortnite, for those who don't know, was actually going to be a zombie survival game with its building mechanics. They added a battle royale mode in about September of 2017, and then that kicked off. That was spread through word of mouth, that was spread through videos, streams, and then between now and the Fortnite championship, that was probably its peak. The thing is, which is super important to understand here, is that it boomed because of the media. It boomed because of word of mouth. It boomed because it was the videos, the streams, it just exploded online the same way Minecraft did back in 2011, 2012, 2013. It's having the same that same effect is playing on Fortnite now. There's an interesting thing about this theory. And since we don't have many generations to go off, it's hard to tell what will be popular and what will not be popular. The thing is, we now know that a AAA company can also make a game that's like Minecraft or has the same popularity as Minecraft. And it just means that anything can really pass off as one of these mainstream generation games. Now, I think the best analogy to make for what's happening here, why these games are becoming so popular, I reckon the best analogy for this is the schoolyard. Back in the 90s, back when I was born, 98, by the way, so I actually have no idea what it was like in the schoolyards back then, but my brother, he was born in 90, so he would have been 5 when he went to school, and he was there from probably 95 to 2001, like the younger years of the school ground, the younger years which are probably playing Fortnite at the moment, which they probably shouldn't because it's M. get your kids under control, parents. So my brother, he was a fan of like comic books and Pokemon, and he himself had Pokemon trading cards, and there was these groups essentially. So this was back in the day when like Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon cards, Beyblades, all this was, it's the same. It's legitimately the same equivalent. Now I know those existed at the same time and they didn't have their like moment to shine period, but it's the same. It's now that the internet is more accessible online, they see these games and it's just like, oh, did you see that game online? Did you see that game online? Oh. These games that are promoted through the media, through YouTube, through Twitch, perhaps not on television, these games are what are selected essentially to become part of this generation gaming theory thing. I still don't know what to call it, but at the moment I'm just calling it the generation theory. So what does this leave us with? What are we talking about here when it comes to Fortnite? Now you may be thinking, oh, does that mean Fortnite's going to die by what, 2020? Who knows? I don't. Look, this is just a theory basing off of one generation of game. I've only got one game to go off here. Fortnite is probably, I don't know. That's the thing. No one really knows how long Fortnite will last. I'm not here to prove a point. I'm here to suggest something. I'm here to suggest that Fortnite is running the same pattern as what Minecraft did, except it might be running it on a shorter schedule. Now, you may be thinking, okay, are you saying it's going to die earlier? I know I just said that I'm not going to sort of go on and say, oh, it's going to die. The reason why I believe Fortnite might not run as long as Minecraft is because it's reached its peak in a shorter time. And if it goes off the same scale to what Minecraft did, so it began, it got talked about, it peaked, and then it's coming back down again, and that's where it is at the moment. That's how it goes. That's it. And the thing is, the game will never truly die. Look at Team Fortress 2. That game took 10 years for someone to overtake it. And even then, it's still alive. There's still players on it. Minecraft was the first generation of these mainstream games online. Then Fortnite is now this mainstream game online. What do you think the third game will be? What's the next one going to be? Is it going to be a AAA title or is it going to be an indie title? I don't know. In all honesty, I'm very curious to see what game comes next after Fortnite. Now that I think of it, I really hope it's not a really bad game. Who knows? Maybe it works in like, maybe it just skips, every good game skips a generation. And Fortnite is our off generation. Okay, no, that's pretty negative to think. Okay. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you comment down below what you guys think of this video, what you think of this idea, what you think the next game on the generation, what will Generation 3 be? We're speculating at this moment in time. Oh dear. No, I couldn't guess, and who knows, it could be a AAA, it could be indie, it could be a puzzle game for all I know. But anyway guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe for more of these sort of discussions, more of these interesting sort of things, somewhat interesting sort of things, and I'll see each and every single one of you mates later.